from Churchill to Thatcher.
Margaret Thatcher.
Socialism returned.
Margaret Thatcher.
Socialism.
Thatcher.
Socialism delivers. Well, good morning, conference. Should we try that again? Good morning, conference. Much better.
Don't let anyone trash our record. Be proud of our record. And compare that with what we saw at the Labour Party conference just last week. A party drunk on power who lied to the British people. Glasses for passes, favours for friends, swamped in scandal. And, even worse, inflation-busting pay rises to their union paymasters, taken straight out of the pockets of British pensioners. Our plans for defence reversed. A mass release of prisoners and no plan for our borders. And what did Keir Starmer say just last week? He wants the state to have more control over your lives. A nanny state, closing pubs early, banning smoking outdoors, and even trying to control the price of Oasis tickets. They are completely out of their depth. And we need to be ready. And we need to hold them to account. Not next year, or in 2030, or after that, but now. And we know the Lib Dems won't do it. They're too wet. And in the case of Ed Davey, soaking wet. And Reform can't. They're just a pale imitation of our great party. It is up to us. And never forget, Reform didn't deliver Brexit, we did. Reform didn't cut immigration, I did. And mark my words, we will beat Reform by being the best version of ourselves, not a pale version of anyone else. So no mergers, no deals.
We need to stop being afraid of defending our beliefs. Those beliefs are needed now more than ever. They are needed now more than ever because a new political force has risen. Something I have been fighting all my political career: identity politics. Like the 1970s, we face a battle of ideas against the left and its desire for ever greater social and economic control. It is socialism returned, socialism in a suit. This new politics has made us afraid to defend the people who need us, like young conservatives. They tell me they are afraid to share their politics with other students because they'll be attacked, that they are marked down by lecturers because of their beliefs. We have let young conservatives down. We need to defend them, champion them, and give them a party they can be proud of.
I'm for the country. I am for the country of Magna Carta, of the habeas corpus, of the Bill of Rights, defending our own freedoms and liberties. I am for finishing the job that we started with Brexit and restoring to our people and our parliament its sovereignty. So under my leadership, the new Conservative Party will stand for a new Great Reform Act, one that leaves the ECHR, repeals Tony Blair's Human Rights Act, and writes a British Bill of Rights. That is how That is how, my friends, that is the only way that we get the foreign terrorists, the criminals, off our streets and out of our country. That is the only way that together we will end illegal migration for good. And the age of mass migration, that must end too. It's not making us any richer. It's putting immense pressure on our housing, our hospitals, our roads. And if we're honest with ourselves, the sheer scale and the lack of integration is sapping at our culture and our national cohesion. If I am your leader, I will fight for the effective freeze in net migration our country needs. And this time, we will cast it in iron. We will do it with a vote in Parliament, so that each and every one of us can look the British public in the eye and say, we mean it. We're going to do it this time. And if we do that, we give our country the effective breathing space that we need.
For too long, government stayed silent as women were sacked for saying that a man cannot be a woman. I fought for them while Labour called them bigots.
With Starmer, we've got an undertaker. And what about the cabinet? What about our new cabinet? Well, Rachel Reeves, as wooden as Pinocchio, and only barely more honest. And then we've got Ed Miliband. Whoever tells you the grown-ups are back in charge, look at Ed Miliband. A Wallace missing his grommet. And then, there's David Lammy, our Foreign Secretary, living proof that there is a more annoying LBC presenter than James O'Brien.
I can feel the determination. I can feel the hope. You, the beating heart of our party, know there is a way back for us. I know we can and we will rebuild this party. I know we can and we will reconnect with the British people. I know we can and we will restore trust. And if we do that, we can and we will win again.